Hi, I'm Danielle from Life is a Party, and today I want to show you how easy it is to cut out vinyl with your Cricut machine. We have an easy beginner level project and we're going to walk through it step by step together. So the first step in creating our vinyl project is to open a new canvas in Cricut Design Space, and then I've added an image from Cricut Access of some flowers, and I added some text. The font is the DTC Cottage style, and I've written the word decaf. This is the sizing that I want for my project. I'm going to make this as a label to put on a canister. The last thing I need to do is attach these because I want to maintain this spacing. So I'm going to select all and attach. And now I'm ready to press the Make It button. Here's our project on the cut preview screen, and the spacing and everything, the size looks great, so I'm going to press continue. Now we're ready to select our materials. So I'm going to be working with the premium vinyl, which I have started and have in my favorites menu, but if you haven't cut it before, you can click on browse all materials, go up to the top and type in vinyl. This will bring you to all the different kinds of vinyl. We're going to use the premium vinyl, so you could just click on it. If you want to add it to your favorites like I have, you can click on this star setting. And then the next time that you look for it, it will come up here on your favorites. And we're going to choose out the pressure of default. You have an option of more pressure, the default, or the less. We're going to stick with what's recommended. And next they're telling us which tools we need to use. So I'm working with the Maker that has the clamp A and the clamp B, and it's telling me I need my fine point blade, which I already have. And my next step is to load the mat. My cutting mat is all ready to load with the vinyl. So I'm using the green standard mat, which works really well for vinyl. Remove your protective coating and then line up your sheet of vinyl. You want the shiny vinyl side. This is actually a matte vinyl, so it's not that shiny, but you put the backing onto the sticky part, backing side down, vinyl side up, and then you can use your hands or this fancy tool, which is called a brayer, just to smooth it out and make sure you have no air bubbles or wrinkles, and you're all ready to load it into the machine and start your cut. So now it's time to load our Cricut mat. You just want to use these little guide pieces on the side and push it as far as it'll go, and then push the flashing arrow button, which is the load unload button, and you're all ready to make your cut. When your Cricut's all finished, you're gonna just press the load unload button again and your mat will come out. We've got our vinyl all cut out, so I'm going to remove the vinyl from the mat, and it's always good to flip it over and pull the mat away from the material to help reduce the curling. And it's just in this corner, so I'm just going to use some scissors to cut it out, and then we're ready to weed it. So you're going to want your small weeding tool and some good light, because this is quite a detailed piece. And then I just usually try and find a spot in the corner to start it. So we're going to pull away all of the vinyl that isn't part of our image. And I usually try to do this process kind of carefully. And if there's sections like this, you can use the weeder tool to help lift. And then you can save this piece and use it to stick the little bits too. So then you're gonna go in for these really fine pieces. Once the vinyl is all weeded, it's time to add our transfer tape, and I'm using the Cricut brand. I like it. I like that it's clear and it has the grid pattern, which always helps line everything up. So I'm going to use scissors, and I want to cut a piece that's big enough to cover the entire design. So now I'm going to apply the transfer tape to the front of my vinyl, and what you want to do is peel back the paper backing, and you can hang on to that because you can reuse transfer tape. And then try and line it up as straight as I can. And then you can use the scraper tool to burnish it. Burnishing is just going over it. And what you want to do is go over it so that the vinyl will stick to the transfer tape. So let's see how we're gonna go here. So then we pull off the carrier piece of the vinyl, and you can see the vinyl, if we've burnished it enough, sticks to the transfer tape for us. And if it doesn't stick, you can just do what I'm doing, which is burnish it a little extra as you go if you need to. And now the vinyl is on the tape and it's ready to get transferred to our final project. I picked up this canister just from the dollar store, and I'm just getting it ready to put the vinyl on. I've got the project surface all prepared. This is a glass canister that I'm using, and I'm just resting it on a tissue to keep it from rolling around. And now I'm ready to transfer the vinyl on. So I'm going to try and line it up, connecting it in the middle and then working my way out. And again, you can use the scraper tool to burnish it. It doesn't work so perfectly on a curved surface as it does on a flat one, but you can also just use your fingertips. And then once we have that stuck down, then we can just start to carefully pull up the transfer tape, and our vinyl is left on our project just how we want it to be. Now remember, you can reuse this transfer tape, so if you save the paper backing, you can use it a few more times before it won't be sticky enough to use, and then you can throw it away. Here it is all done at our coffee station, filled up with coffee and looking great. And I love how it turned out, and I really hope that you found the step-by-step tutorial really helpful, that you'll be confident to try cutting vinyl with your Cricut machine. Don't forget to like our channel and subscribe so you don't miss any of our Cricut videos.